Live from the rinks, it's Friday night hockey on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome everyone, my name is Jack Ziskin. I'd like to thank you for tuning in as the 8-3-2 Kings Park Commack Knights take on the Smithtown Hauppauge Blue Bulls in the JV division. In the first meeting between these two clubs, the Knights came away with a 4-3 victory in that game. The Knights got the game-winning goal from, and let me just double-check my notes here. It was Connor Coco on the power play with 9:51 remaining. This was all the way back on September 20th, so a lot has changed since then. I believe this was the season opener for both squads. And obviously the seasons have taken slightly different directions since then. Bulls, they're 3-11. They've won, to their credit, 2 of their last 5, coming off back-to-back wins against West Islip and Nequot-Sayville JV. Those are the first 2 consecutive wins they've had this season. And for the Knights, they've won 3 of their last 5, but their 2 losses come against Smithtown Hauppauge JV Red, in a game they were shorthanded for, and SCHSHL's JV squad. Those 2 teams right at the top of the division as the playoff race heats up. Knights battling for seeding. Bulls most likely unable to qualify this year at this level. The starting goaltenders for tonight's matchup: Jackson Murray, the KPC All-Star, will be in between the pipes. He started every game this year for the Knights. He's been one of the division's top goaltenders on a team that has given up just 39 goals to date. On the other side, for the Bulls, it'll be Nick Serpico in between the pipes. Serpico has been in net for 5 starts this season. He was in net for 2 of their wins, and he's put together a strong campaign at the JV level. Leading scorers for tonight's matchup. For the Kings Park Commack Knights, Gavin Bokar leads all players in points and goals scored, 13 goals to be precise, 16 points on the season. Joe Mezzasalma leads the Knights in assists with 7. He's got, I believe, 13 points to date this season. 14, actually, my mistake. For the Knights, he was one of KPC's All-Star selections, along with the aforementioned Jackson Murray and Jack Frank. And then for the Bulls, Emma Sherwood leads the entire roster in goals with 4, assists with 4, points with 8. Had a 4-point performance in their first win of the season, which has sparked much stronger second half for the Bulls, as they are, as previously mentioned, they're on a 2-game winning streak, but they've won 3 of their last 6. So, you know, obviously you go up against a strong St. Anthony's JV goals squad, you go up against a Longwood JV program, which is in the middle of a very strong season, and a Middle Country program that will look much stronger next year when they return to the varsity level, presumably. They're in the battle. They're in the postseason race. Longwood's in a spot. St. Anthony's in a spot. So these aren't bad losses for the Bulls to be taking at this point. A strong second half can only mean good things in a division that is primarily focused on developing players for the next level. Once again, Jackson Murray in between the pipes for the Knights. He's allowed just 39 goals this season in 13 games. He's got a 3 GAA on the season, which is pretty good in a league that is historically unfriendly to netminders, just to say the least. And starting at center for the Knights, I believe it'll be Joe Mezzasalma in the dot correction. He's lining up at wing. Connor Coco will take the draw. Drew Argyle on the other side. And the face-off is won back by KPC. On the forecheck for the Bulls, it's Logan Scanlon. Battling against Ebel. Puck comes to Mezasama, attempted clear. Morrissey holds the line. Second effort for Mezasama. Knights head the other way, potential 3-on-2, 2-on-1 as Morrissey races back. Coco's shot turned aside by Serpico. He covers up. Bulls have Ebel, and that's Brady Ebel, number 5. He's a younger brother on the freshman squad, and 25, Aaron Haberman on the blue line. Logan Scanlon centering for the Bulls. Justin Morrissey on the blue line. And they actually have Emma Sherwood heading out to the bench right now. Face-off, tied up. And that was Jimmy Real looking for the attempted clears. That shot from Haberman goes over the net. Carney has it. Under pressure from Argilla, but he escapes pressure. Coco with the poke check, second effort. KPC has possession beneath the goal line. Pass, Mezasama can't get enough on that shot. Bulls send the puck into the corner. Argilla trying to come away with it. And then a shot off the back of the net. Carney to Rayau. Can't get the clear puck. Will be a reset. Justin Morrissey will take over. Paired with Gavin Carney on defense as the Knights' free-game possession pass towards the slot is broken up by Morrissey. And now puck is covered by Serpico. Ryan Sapuge and I believe the other forward on that shift was Jimmy Rayau. Those were the starters for the Bulls. It's been a line change now. Dominic Belcastro matching up against Matthew Warner in the dot. Jack Frank on the point. One of KPC's all-star selections this year as the Knights get a shot on net. Serpico can't cover from an off angle. Second attempt. And it's covered up by Serpico. Jack Moylan out for the Bulls, also has 4 goals on the season. He's actually tied with Sherwood in goals. Matthew Warner's also tied for the lead in assists. The face-off's been won by the Knights. Coming in, shot. They score! Bar down. And the Knights open the scoring on a goal from Gavin Bocard, his 14th of the season. KPC jumps out to a 1-0 lead. Face-off is won by the Bulls. Theodorelis with possession. Kovacs providing pressure. Morrissey carries to the outside. Look for the clear. He got it. Knights have to check up. They still have to race back. Kovacs getting the message late. It's Finn Kuhn with the lead pass that ends up with Jack Frank. Under pressure, he pulls up. And a turnover forced by Jack Moylan. Kovacs gets it back, tried to move it to Bocard. Morrissey gets the clear. And the puck comes to Ryan DeRosa. Cross-ice pass off the wall, collected by Frank. He fires it in from the right side of the red line. Takes a bounce off the wall. Bozeman takes over. Drops it off for Bocard, who walks in to the slot. Pass across to Frank. Back to Bocard, collects an escape, backhand shot, won't go. Bozeman on the rebound. Correction, Hodigman, 17, not 20. And then a shot from the point by DeRosa. Hodigman can't get a stick on it. Bulls get the clear. Theodorelis under pressure from DeRosa. Bozeman on the back check. The Knights force a turnover, but Scanlon races in. Sends the puck in deep. Frank looking for the clear. Bozeman actually the 3rd KPC skater selected for the All-Star Game, 4 total players. Rayau sending that one in. DeRosa has it, looking up the wall. He's got Ryan Hodigman, but William Bozeman slips behind the defense. He's on the breakaway. Finn Kuhn on his trail. Poke check and a beauty. And the Bulls get the clear. Racing the other way, Alex Theodorelis. But off the bench, it's Jacobs entering the zone. Strong play by Rayo, breaks that one up. As Corey Jacobs entered Bulls territory with a head full of steam. Gavin Carney has regained possession. Absorbs a big hit as he gets the zone exit. Knights are still off sides as they enter. Jacobs forced to relinquish possession of the puck. And Jimmy Rayau's pass deflected by Matthew Pascal. Heading to the way, Knights Play is broken up. Strong poke check from Gavin Carney in the slot. Lead pass intended for Eaton. Won't go. Lucas Eaton now racing back as Jacobs makes the lead pass to Scow. Puck is now beneath the goal line. Carney trying to get the zone exit. Play is broken up. Shot from Brown is deflected. That's Nicholas Brown, 29 in maroon. The Knights reset to the point. Scott can't hold the line, heading the other way with speed. But Aiden Buscarino chipped the puck too far ahead of him. Eaton providing pressure against Jacobs. Coming up the wall, Eaton with a strong stick lift against Mika. Now coming in against Jack Scott. Joe Bono, or Bono rather, tried to work it on the cycle to Lucas Eaton. Now the Bulls reset as Brady Jaculard takes over at the red line. Give and go with Aiden Buscarino. Looks to reset to Dominic Martirano. Makes the lead pass. Puck comes back to Buscarino's backhand, slips past the stick. Sapuge moved it to Jacobs. Jacobs absorbed a hit from Bono. Sapuge forces a turnover, heading the other way. He's got Bono ahead, looking for the lead pass. And he's forced to the outside, beneath the goal line. Angled off the puck nicely there. Bono comes in, forces a turnover. Jaculard's shot goes wide. Sapuge on the forecheck forces the Knights to turn it over. Get a shot from Jaculard is blocked in the skates of Connor Coco. Lead pass to Mezzasalma. Coco in the slot. Can't get the shot off. Jaculard on the back check. After the block shot led to a 2-on-1. Shot from the point. Goes wide on the other side. Shot turned aside by Serpico. Puck comes to Sapuge. Across the red line. Holding the puck. Gains the zone. Loses possession. Second effort by the Bulls. Sherwood on the attack now. Haberman with control. Pulls up. Looks across ice. Finds Coco to Mezzasalma. He enters the zone. Along the wall. Toe drag. Shot goes over the net. Just wide. Shot towards net. Ends up hitting the boot of Mezzasalma. Justin Morrissey battling with Drew Argilla in the corner. 3 Kings Park Commack Knights down low. But the Bulls come away with a pass intended for Finn Kuhn. Goes awry. Puck comes up. Out of the zone. Sherwood racing after it. Can't get a stick on it. And Torrey resets to Aaron Haberman. Coco heading the other way. Narrowly evading a poke check from Sherwood. Turnover forced by Scanlon. Sherwood re-enters, cutting inside, one-on-one. Has it poked off her stick before she can get the shot off. Scanlon looking to move it back to Sherwood. Scanlon gets it to Sherwood. Shot turned aside. Second attempt wouldn't go. Jackson Murray gets the stop in front, heading to the way. 3-on-2. It's offsides for the Knights. That comes with 8:15 remaining in the frame. Thank you so much for watching the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. The Knights have won the draw. Gavin Bocard enters the zone. Cutting to the outside, has it poked off his stick, regains control on the cycle. Moves it down low, pass intended for Belcastro in the slot. Wouldn't go, but Bocard draws a tripping minor in the right wing corner. It'll be Jimmy Rayo heading to the box. Knights' first goal of the game scored by Gavin Bocard, assisted by Dominic Belcastro. The 2-minute minor going against the Bulls with 7:57 remaining in the period. That's a tripping minor against Jimmy Rayo. Rayo, rather. My apologies. Face off. One back by the Knights. Pass comes to Brady Ebel. Fires a shot. That goes off the back mesh of the net. Sent around the wall to Kovacs. Turnover forced. Bulls get the clear. Puck ends up with Ebel waiting for his team to reset. Regains the zone, cutting into the slot. Ends up resetting on the left wing wall. Turnover forced by Moylan. Bocard comes away with it. Heading up ice now, 3-on-3. tries to split the defense. Strong play from Justin Morrissey to knock him off the puck. Bokar got it back. Jack Ullard sent around the wall. The Knights regain possession. Battling for control. Pass comes to the point. Ebel, D to D, walking in. Shot goes awry. 1 minute remaining on the Knights' power play as they regroup in neutral territory. Moylan on the forecheck. As the puck comes up the wall, Bokard ends up carrying it beneath his own goal line. Warner will now pressure. Pass comes to Bozeman, back to Bokard. Honigman cutting towards the net. Bokard with possession. Backhand pass deflected. A strong defensive play by Martirano. Sent around the wall, it's kept in by Jack Scott. Shot from the point deflected. Serpico makes the stop. Rebound turned aside off the stick of Bozeman. Puck comes up, but not out of the zone. Settled by Scott. Fires a shot. That's deflected. Rebound comes free in the left wing corner. Bozeman has it taken off a stick clearing attempt. Trying to spring Moylan there, but Frank re-enters the zone. Fires a shot. That's deflected. Frank made his varsity debut just before the end of the last year. Plan was always for him to finish the season at the JV level. Though, if they do call up someone for playoffs, he is a name to watch. We're all even now. Bulls have gotten the clear. Bono on the forecheck. Give and go, but the pass is in his skates. A nice look nonetheless for the Bulls, but Frank heading the other way with speed, entering the zone. Cutting in, has it poked off his stick by Finn Kuhn. Frank works it to Honigman. Looking for a pass to the slot. Can't, finds the pass to the point. Racing up ice, a breakaway opportunity for the Bulls. Coming in, one-on-one with Jackson Murray. Shot, they score! 5-hole Lucas Eaton with his third of the season. The Bulls tie the game. Backhand 5-hole, what a beauty. Bulls tied with the Knights 1-1. Face off at center. Bulls bench discussing something with the official. Behind the play. Not happy from the sounds of it. Of course, he is excited that his team is now tied 1-1. The face-off has been won by the Bulls. Morrissey to Rayo. Pass off the wall. Bono on the forecheck against Torrey. Can't come away with it. Then Theodorellis trying to force a change of possession. Knights coming in. Poke check in the slot. Brown picks up the loose puck. Serpico with the stop. 5 minutes remaining in the period. Lucas Eaton, the goal scorer, assisted by Joe Bono. Face off, won by the aforementioned Bono, but the Bulls can't get the clear. Jacobs holding the line, walking in, looking for the shot, can't find it. Pass into the corner. Bulls force a turnover. Eaton comes away with it. Looking up ice. Eaton elects to carry it himself. Backhanded towards the net. Murray gets the cover. We get a whistle. Back and forth they go on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Don't forget to follow the @LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all the latest game recaps, highlights, and analysis. Face off in the defensive zone for the Knights. Scanlon wins the draw to Jack Ullard. Pass off the wall. Haberman breaks the play up. Comes up to Argilla, looking for the clear. Poke check. Nearly loses possession, but Argilla does a nice job regrouping. Made the lead pass, but it ends up going awry. Puck comes to Emma Sherwood. Tries to backhand to Logan Scanlon at the blue line, but he's caught flat-footed. And now Mezzasalma to Coco, coming in, shot, he scores! Connor Coco retakes the lead for KPC. And a good job by Mezzasalma, and a Great job by Jacobs with the awareness and the speed to cut through. And he beat Serpico to give KPC that 1-goal lead yet again. Coco in the dot against Scanlon, who wins the draw. As Salma forces a turnover. Coming in, looking for the pass to the slot. Finds it, but it's deflected. Serpico gets the cover. 11 minutes gone by, 3 goals already scored. The Knights 1 by 1 in their season opener against the Bulls. Face-off has been won back by Smithtown Hauppauge. Sherwood looking for the clear. Can't get it. Pass to the slot. Broken up. The Bulls' back check is tenacious. They force the turnover. Sherwood looking for the clear. Ebel holds the line. Bulls battling along the wall. They force the zone exit. The puck comes to Coco. Lead pass to Mezzasalma. Has his stick lifted by Sapugay. The puck comes to Haberman. Resets to Coco. Lead pass. Comes to Rayo. Escaping pressure. Makes the pass to Sherwood. Has it poked off her stick. Attempted clear won't go. Sapugay and Scanlon holding the line. Puck comes back to Sherwood. Makes a nice move there. Second attempt. Gets it through. Sapugay has it poked off his stick. And now the Knights send it the length of the ice. We get a whistle with 3:06 remaining in the first frame. A strong play by Sherwood, but slipped the puck past the defender. Couldn't get past him. The big hit to knock her off the puck. Strong play from the Bulls All-Star. The face-off has been won back by the Knights. They have possession beneath their own goal line. Lead pass comes to Belcastro. He's got Bocard ahead of him, but somewhat handcuffed by Bocard being literally right ahead of him. Now that pass goes off the back of the net from beneath the goal line. And a pass from Bocard. Knights getting a bit bunched up here, and it's led to a couple errant passes. And the Bulls get another breakout here. Theodorellis sends it in to Knights territory from the right side of the red line. Frank initially thought it might have been an icing because it was from just, oh, it was just over the red line when they made it. It's gone out of play now. Knights attempting to clear it. Did not get it that time. It went into their own bench. It'll be defensive zone draw for the Kings Park Commack Knights. Face-off won back by the Bulls. Puck comes out of the zone, though. Finn Kuhn under pressure from Kovacs. Sent the puck up the wall near the Bulls bench, but the play is broken up. Kovacs gets it. Coming in to Bocard. Looking for the shot. It's poked off his stick. A strong defensive play by the Bulls. Comes to DeRosa. Looks D to D. Doesn't like what he sees, so he resets to Gavin Bocard. Picking up speed. Moves it to Jack Frank. Trying to drop it right back to Bocard. Has to reset along the wall. Comes back to Frank. Looking up ice with a head full of steam. Gains the zone. Escapes Finn Kuhn nicely there. Circles the zone. Still looking for a pass. Can't find it. Play is broken up by Theodorellis. Bulls have an odd man rush, but it's broken up by the back check of Bocard. Now the puck comes back to Jack Frank, whose speed stood out even at the varsity level. And he makes the pass to Bocard. It's high sticking. Bocard doesn't touch it, refuses to. Bulls get a stick on it, so Bocard is able to touch up, sends it around the wall. If he had touched it, it would have been defensive zone draw for the Knights. And now the puck has come to Ryan Rose at the line. Bulls nearly forced turnover. Comes to Ryan Honigman. He's knocked off the puck and made the pass to a teammate as he was. Finn Kuhn under pressure. Backhand pass comes to Alex Theodorellis. Does a good job resetting. Under pressure from Abrams. Sends it up the wall. Puck comes back to Warner. Across the red line into the Knights zone. Scott forces a turnover along the wall. Bozeman comes away with it. On the back check, Moylan breaks up the play. And a smart pass from Carney. Bono racing in. The outside, Scott lifts his stick. Bono won the race. Knights forced the turnover. Eaton playing about his stick on the forecheck. Did a good job there. Bulls trying to hold the line. Morrissey and Buscarino do initially. Knights now have gotten the zone exit. It's Jacobs firing it in. He was looking for Kevin Abrams, but Abrams didn't have anywhere to go with it. So Jacobs dumped it in as the period expired. That's the one thing the Knights, who lead 2-1 in this game right now, are going to have to watch out for, is when they get right, when they don't clear out in the passing lanes in transition. And what I mean by that is, if you're heading up ice with a head full of steam, whether it's defenseman or a center, you cut to the outside, cut inside, whatever it is. If your teammate skates right in front of you, you're not going to have an option. You've taken away that angle, and now it's harder for your teammate to skate in that lane. So you're forcing your own player to change how they approach it, and you're taking away time and space from your own teammates. The one thing that a very strong Knights team could probably do a little bit better of a job on. And for the Bulls, they played a strong game. They play a tenacious style of play. It's really shown in the last few weeks. A couple games around the holidays where they were shorthanded, where they didn't necessarily get the results they wanted against playoff-bound teams. But all in all, it's a solid game for them so far. And for the opening draw, it'll be William Micka alongside Nicholas Brown. And number 21, that would be Matthew Pascal up front. Aaron Haberman, the defenseman, paired with, I believe that's going to be Nicholas Torrey for the Knights. Bulls still getting their lineup out as the faceoff at center. Bono tried to tie up Pascal, won the faceoff. Bulls force a turnover. Eaton heading up ice. Haberman gains possession because the puck was chipped just a little bit too far. Puck comes out at the blue line. Morrissey with the errant D-to-D passes. Kuhn had already left the zone, and Pascal cutting to the outside, gets beneath the goal line. Pass intended for Brown goes awry. And the puck comes to Lucas Eaton off a pass from Aiden Buscarino. Eaton had to collect it off the wall. Bulls turn it over. Knights can't gain the zone. Bono on the back check covering for Morrissey. Now Eaton heads the other way. Haberman has possession. His Pascal with him. Gaining the zone. Bono ends up behind Kuhn, and that ends up nearly throwing the whole play off because the Bulls defender ends up as the attacker because Bono is behind his defenseman, just how the play ended up with Morrissey. Bit of a trying to do the right thing and just happens to not go your way at the time. On the forecheck, it's Morrissey, so Bono is covering again as Justin Morrissey moonlights as a forward. Ends up chipping it in here past Haberman. Torrey sends it up the wall. Haberman to Sherwood, who intercepted for the Bulls, but lost the handle in the slot. Strong effort, but now the Knights are heading the other way. Sherwood on the back check, but Coco comes away with it. Puts it through the legs of Jack Ullard. Play is broken up, at least initially, by the Bulls. Pass towards the slot. Ends up all the way down at the KPC blue line, where Ebel makes the D-to-D pass. Sherwood on the forecheck. And the Knights can't maintain possession. Puck has come to Logan Scanlon. He makes a nice move. He gets caught at a standstill, and KPC chips it in. Serpico with the cover. Leaves it for Jack Ullard. Under pressure for Mezzasalma. Pass comes to Sherwood. Bulls get the zone exit. Scanlon coming in. Coco on the back check. And that ends up breaking up the one-on-one opportunity. Scanlon commits a penalty. Officials send him to the box. Bulls forward looking unhappy. He's had a strong game. His skating has really stood out. 4 points in 8 games for the Bulls, 3 of them being goals for a squad that has been averaging 1.9 per game. It's a 2-minute penalty on the play. The call is for interference. That puts the Knights on the power play with 12:54 remaining in regulation. So Sherwood will be in the dot versus Cocos. She wins it forward. Bulls get the clear. Sapugay the forechecker. Brady Ebel has possession. Looking up the wall. Pass comes to Drew Argilla, who enters the zone. Has it poked off his stick, but Ebel recovers. Carries it in. Try to cut towards the net. It's poked off his stick. Knights still maintain possession. Salma has it. Pass intended for Argilla, broken up. And the KPC forward resets at his own offensive zone blue line. Bulls looking for the clear. Sherwood playing without a stick, went to recover. So she couldn't get the clear. Ebel with the slap shot. That's gloved by Serpico with 12-17 remaining in the period. 124 on the power play. Bulls will get a change. Scanlon came out of the box, but did so mistakenly. I believe he thought there was a goal. Maybe sitting a bit too far back in the penalty box that time as Theodorelis forces a turnover. Coming in, Frank racing back. Theodorelis on the breakaway. Shot, he scores! Alex Theodorelis with the short-handed breakaway goal. We're all knotted at 2, and Argilla forcing the turnover and outskating the Bulls defense, and that's not a slow group. I believe that's Bocard at the back there, that's Frank, and that's Scott, and well, to say the least, Frank looks fast at the varsity level. So credit to Alex Theodorelis, a great play by him. With 1:14 remaining on the power play, a strong face-off win by the Knights going awry. Might have actually been won forward by Bono. Would have to take a second look at that to know for sure, but it's all even with the Knights on the power play. A minute remaining on that. Bono on the forecheck. But Bocard racing up ice with a head full of steam. Enters the zone, cuts into the slot, pass across. Shot from Frank goes over the net. Belcastro picks up. Serpico trying to get Bono out of his crease as he went down on the back check. Trying to keep up with Gavin Bocard, and now Morrissey gets the clear. But KPC ends up resetting. Frank with possession. Bono trying to serve as a third defender, takes away the shooting lane, and Carney ends up losing his footing. Bono ends up sending it up the wall, but he's too low. There's no clear on the play. Carney now on the forecheck, and Belcastro evades contact from Bono as the puck slips by him. An errant pass from Frank, racing after it. The penalty is expired, and the Knights put it off the wall as Bocard takes over. Bono on sides. Initially it appeared that way. We get a whistle. A good shift for Bono. And the one thing for him, and he's had a tremendous season, and he spent last year with the Pat Med freshman squad after going through the draft. Comes to this Bulls squad, and he hadn't played for Smithtown Hauppauge yet, didn't know what to expect. He's had a tremendous season for them. His skating and willingness to be physical has paid dividends for him. Sometimes ends up in the box because he embraces the physical aspect of the game a bit too much, but good game for him. He's just going to have to make sure he doesn't end up behind his defenders, because that can cause problems when there's too many guys down low. Jacobs has entered the zone now. Looking for the wraparound. Pass. Shot. It's blocked. Picked up by Honigman. A chance from the slot off a beautiful pass by Jacobs. Couldn't find the back of the net. Bulls have tied the game after the shorthanded goal from Theodorelis, their second breakaway goal of the game after Lucas Eaton scored. Rayo, his intended clear wouldn't go the first time. Second attempt, Bulls get the exit, but it's sent the length of the ice by Moylan, so with 9:58 remaining in the period, and icing will send the Bulls all the way back down into their own zone as the Honigman, Bozeman, Abrams line looks to get to work. Some trouble from both squads finding the face-off circle here. And now Warner tried to win it back. Honigman does a great job coming off the wing and winning the puck battle. Forced the turnover. Bulls got it back. Second attempt won't go. Held in at the line by Torrey. Now Rayo sends it back to the wall. Bozeman covering at the point. Deflected. Bulls heading the other way. Theodorelis again. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Honigman racing back. Theodorelis. Pass across. One pass too many. Jacobs ducks the defender. Heading up ice with a head full of speed. Cutting to the outside of Kuhn. Coming in. Shot. He scores! Jacobs knocks the water bottle off. And with The water bottle popping off there. Jacobs splitting the defense, does a good job anticipating Kuhn, cutting to try and evade getting split up the middle. But when he does that, and it's the right anticipation, you don't want to get split with the defense. That's how the Knights scored, I believe, their second goal, as Corey Jacobs scores his third of the season. Or actually, correction, that's mistaken. That's the sixth of the season. Face-off has been won by the Knights. Bulls got it back. And a turnover forced at the line. Knights have retaken a one-goal lead. Haberman coming in now. Backhanded shot from the slot is turned aside by Serpico. And a shot from the slot, they score again. Pascal with his fourth of the season. Apologies if we try and get that replay for you. And just a nice pass to the slot, and the Bulls get caught puck watching. Pascal pops the water bottle again. Back-to-back goals for the Knights. The water bottle goes sailing both times. Not ideal for the Bulls, to say the least, as they have been within one goal for the majority of this game. And then a pass from Hauppauge goes awry. Morrissey comes back down low, and the key for them moving forward is just going to be don't get away from your game because the play doesn't go your way a couple times. It's a minor correction. And when you learn that level, or when you learn that lesson at this level, rather, it makes your life a lot easier down the road. Which I suppose is easy for me to say, as I've had that experience already. Scanlon versus Connor Coco in the dot. Bulls come away with it. A strong play from Scanlon, whose penalty actually ended up leading to a Bulls goal. But now Haberman heading the other way. Split the defense, comes in, shot, turn aside, rebound attempt broken up by Scanlon. A strong defensive play from the Bulls centerman. Racing after it now, pass goes awry. Haberman's shot goes wide off the back of the net. Scanlon tied up by Argilla. Pass across the slot, comes to the point. Ebel, slap shot blocked. Bulls, another block. Hauppauge racing ahead. Haberman trying to angle him off. Drops it off to Sherwood, but neither player for the Bulls can corral the puck. Knights heading to the way with a potential 4-on-2. Hauppauge on the back check as Coco cuts to the outside. Looks in, shot, he scores! Connor Coco with the rocket of a backhander. It's 5-2 KPC. And this is just... And Morrissey does a good job. The Bulls do a good job keeping him to the outside. That's an off-angle shot that goes near side high. And to be quite frank, that's not what you want to see if you're the Bulls, but if you're KPC, that's pretty hard for the Bulls to be that upset about it. That's just an excellent shot. There aren't many varsity players who can do that. Face off, one back by the Bulls. They've given up 3 unanswered after tying the game with a shorthanded tally earlier in the period. Coming in now, Kovacs angled off. Kuhn looking for the clear and sends it up and out of the zone. DeRosa gets a stick on it, but couldn't keep it in. He's now resetting under pressure from Moylan, and as the Knights look to head up ice, Bulls now trail by 3. Frank pass for Bokar, does an excellent job settling it. Beats Kuhn, comes in, shot, saved by Serpico. Bulls now pick it up. They get the clear. Coming in, Kuhn shot towards the net, paddled aside by Jackson Murray. Comes to the point. Rayo, shot, deflected, backhand, turned aside. A nice look for Theodorelis, trying to make something happen for the Bulls on the shot from the slot. After a flurry of 3 goals in a span of, well, the first 2 came in a span of 24 seconds. The next one comes 1 minute and 5 seconds after that. So 3 goals and just a shade under a minute 30, 1:29 to be exact. Bono in the box, in the dot against Hodigman. Knights win the draw back. Jacobs, pass comes up the wall. Jack Ullard holds it in. but not for long. Knights heading the other way. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Honigman cutting in. Shot. Saved by Serpico. Knights have done a good job of drawing the Bulls defenders out on those odd man rushes, and when you get a defender to stop playing the pass, that's when it becomes easier to score. Honigman, after a turnover at the line, shot, scores! Honigman scores for the for the Knights rather. Bulls now trail by 4. And this is just a good job with the poke check at the line, and Knights check up. Honigman takes advantage of the Bulls' defense, getting a little bit bunched up there. He comes in, and that's just a beautiful shot. Water bottle came up but not off the net that time. Knights have taken control here in the second stanza. Face-off has been tied up. Knights force a turnover. Bono trying to separate Torres from the puck. Honigman's shot. That's a nice paddle save from Serpico. Puck comes out on the opposite side. Jacobs angled off of it. Attempted clear, turnover in front, but it's covered by Serpico with 6:07 remaining in the second stanza. 4 goals in a span of 3 minutes and 5 seconds. This last one from Ryan Honigman. The long change paying dividends for KPC as another near turnover forced at the line by Scanlon. Second attempt, they get the clear, but the puck comes to Ebel. Does a nice job shielding the puck there. Second effort by Hauppauge. Knights come away with it. Now the Bulls get caught with 3 forwards on one side of the ice as Ebel cuts the outside. And Hauppauge comes in, gets held up by Ebel. Knights initially appear to come away with it. Bulls, second effort, gets it up but not out of the zone. Eventually comes to Carney. Tries to put it through the skates of Ebel. Bulls enter onside. Scanlon coming in. Forced to pull up, pass off the pad. And then they put it off the back of the net. Initially appeared like might have deflected off a Knights player in front. Went off the back of the mesh there. Apologies if I got a little overexcited by that. As Mika cuts in, play is broken up. As Pascal, with the second effort, gets the puck back for KPC. Pass comes to Haberman. Walks in, shot, turned aside, rebound. Directed into the corner by Morrissey. Pascal looking for the clear. Can't get it. Sherwood with possession. And just trying to get the clear. Ends up being knocked down by Scanlon. Sherwood might have just been trying to send it, but Haberman has regained the zone. Drop pass to Pascal. Shot from the top of the dot. Turned aside. Rebound comes out far as it went off the paddle. Then comes in front after redirecting off the skates of Nicholas Brown. Lead pass to Sherwood. Too far ahead of Scanlon. Ebel does a good job recovering that, but a turnover forced by the Bulls. Hauppauge with it, but Brown on the back check with the strong poke check. As the Bulls forward is angled off the puck. Sherwood with the second effort. Under pressure, gains control. Under pressure from 3 Knights. Bulls have it. Pass to Scanlon. Can't get the shot off. Strong defensive play by Mezzasalma. Now the Knights have gotten the clear. Mezzasalma coming in one-on-one. Shot. Glove save and a beauty from Serpico. 4:06 remaining in the second stanza. And credit to Serpico. His game hasn't changed, even with, and it's never ideal if you're a goaltender. You never want to give up 6 goals. If you're going to give up 6 goals, though, these haven't been ones that he's necessarily going to be, or at least shouldn't be, losing sleep over, to say the least. Knights have done a good job generating chances as Theodorelis comes in. 3-on-1 opportunity. Shoots. Save. Bulls can't capitalize on the rebound. Knights look to head the other way. Lead pass to Argilla. Strong play by Kuhn to break that one up. Now coming in is Mezzasalma. Puts it through the legs of Rayo. Shot! Off the back of the net. A golden opportunity. And now Theodorelis has it. Settles it. Heading the other way. On the back check is DeRosa. Coco racing back as well. Theodorelis cuts in. Shot! Saved by Murray. Frank picks it up. Uses the net to create space on the escape turn. He's now headed up ice, cutting in at the dot. Circles, wrap around attempt, he scores! Jack Frank scores the 5th unanswered goal for the Knights. And that's just a beautiful play. And we didn't catch it all on the replay. My apologies for that. Having some difficulty with that tonight. But it's the 5th unanswered goal for the Knights, and a beauty for Jack Frank. I want to say that's his 2nd of the season, according to the official scoring table. There's been a timeout by the Bulls. At the very least, they're trying to give their netminder some time to settle things down. And with the timeout, I want to just take this time to remind everyone to follow the @LI Sports Network on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for all its game news, recaps, highlights, and analysis. Jack Frank, 15 in maroon, with the goal. The 5th straight one for the Knights in a game that has been blown wide open. Michael Kraffa will enter in between the pipes for the Bulls, trying to force a change in momentum. You can't blame Serpico. Correction. Pierce Serpico has remained in the game. Kraffa just came out to the net, and we're back underway. Serpico, 72 and white, still in net. Knights coming in on the attack. Pass through the slot. Comes back to Lucas Eaton. He tried to get the zone exit. He does, but Gavin Bocard strong hit. Forces the change of possession. Pass comes to Kovacs. He enters the zone, pulls up, shot from the dot. He scores! Might have been deflected, but irregardless, it's a goal for the Knights. And we'll take a look at this one here as starts out with that strong pass. There's a screen, ends up, leave that one off the arm, or under the arm and off Serpico into the net. It's now an 8-2 lead. Bulls win the draw. Looking to head the other way. No icing on the play as Scott picks it up before it hits the goal line. Big hit by Bono, trying to force a change of possession. Did moment Bono with the second effort. Pass to Eaton. Goes awry. Carney shot from the blue line. That's deflected. Goes wide. Went off a Knight's stick as it changed direction midair. Carney holds the line. A strong play against Belcastro. Second attempt, he holds it in, but can't get it to Lucas Eaton. Third attempt, and that's the charm. Bocard racing after it. Morrissey trying to play the pass. Kovacs gets a shot, and saved by Serpico. 2:17 remaining in the frame. Knights have scored 6 second period goals. Connor Kovacs, the latest Kings Park Commack Knight. To add a goal, Bono heading to the bench. Knight appears that it might be an equipment violation of some sort because the Bulls will be sending Ryan Sapugay to replace him. Play will remain at 5-on-5. Bono will go to correct the issue as Ebel's shot off the draw is stopped by Serpico. Sherwood and Scanlon head out now to replace Buscarino and Eaton. Honigman wins the draw forward. Coming in, Serpico gets the cover. That comes with 2:08 remaining in the period. A flurry of stoppages here. Some for goals, some for saves. Nonetheless, it started as a fast-paced transition hockey game. Has become, well, no less fast-paced, and there's still a lot of transition play, but more stoppages mixed in as well. Sherwood gets the puck from Abrams. Scanlon across the red line. Backhands it into the zone against Haberman, who came away with it. Under pressure, sends it up the wall. Bulls keep it in. Second effort by Smithtown Hauppauge. And Sapugay settles it. Makes the lead, makes the pass to Carney. Makes the lead pass to Sherwood. That one bouncing. And then the Knights come away with it. Haberman with possession. He enters the zone, cutting to the outside, looking to cut back in. Backhand shot, and it's stopped by Serpico. Strong stop for the Bulls netminder. Face-off is won by KPC. D-to-D pass comes to Jack Frank. Shot from the point, deflected before it reached net. Second attempt by Pascal. That's redirected into the corner by Serpico. Bulls send it off the wall. Frank against Theodorelis. Nice escape turn right near the Bulls bench. And now he heads up ice, gains the zone. Under pressure from Moylan. Escapes the first defender, but Warner forced the turnover. Pascal on it. Warner comes away with it. Trying to chip past the defense. Racing after it. Warner boxes out from Moylan. His shot turned aside by Murray. Moylan caught a bit flat-footed trying to get that shot off, and out comes to Kuhn. Murray with the save. Rebound is loose. Bulls with possession. Shot from Warner. Won't go. Rayo, shot from the point. That goes wide. Kuhn picks it up. Steps into a shot. Deflected. Moylan settles it beneath the net. Strong sequence for the Bulls, but since that second goal, they haven't been able to slip one by Jackson Murray. Now heading the other way, Pascal. Deflected off his stick, racing after it is Moylan, but the Knights come away with it. Puck comes beneath the goal line, and the period will expire as the puck reaches the stick of Jack Frank. So after an even first period, a fairly even start to the second, the Bulls give up 6 unanswered goals. The Knights appear to be in the driver's seat heading to the third period. Jackson Murray with a couple key stops as the Bulls tried to force change momentum in the second period, unable to do so. And Grafa and Serpico now talking after the end of that period. Not uncommon for goaltenders at any level to do that. Obviously, a bit harder to get a good view of it from the opposite side of the ice, but never hurts to have a second set of eyes. Jackson Murray, on the other hand, for the Knights, well, he's riding solo this season. 13 games played, had a GAA of 3 entering the night. That's 39 goals against, of course, 41 so far. 1 in each period. If he gives up another, that'd be right on pace, but he's had some tremendous efforts for this Knights squad, but against teams like Smithtown, Hauppauge, JV Red Bulls, and the Sachem JV squad, as well as I believe the third-ranked team in the division. Have to double-check that, but irregardless, there are just certain teams in this division that can seemingly score at will, and that doesn't help any netminders GAA. Not even Jackson Murray's. Face-off at center. It's won by the Knights, and Bono actually was the one who backhanded that towards his winger, but if the Bulls can't come away with the puck off the draw like they were earlier in the game, those 50-50 face-off wins are going to go in favor of the Knights. Serpico can't get the cover. Mezzasalma going for it. Now Bono's pass, just a bit too quick there. Trying to get the clear. Puck comes to Torrey. His shot's deflected. Racing after it. Boxing out. The Bulls send it up the wall. They move it up and out of the zone. Puck comes back to Argilla. He tries to reset. KPC still has possession. Lead pass to Coco. Shot redirected wide of the net. Friendly fire that time, as the Bulls head the other way. Buscarino cutting to the outside. Strong play against Coco as he enters the zone. Drop pass on the cycle. Eaton can't maintain possession under pressure from Coco. Bono with the hit along the wall, forcing it free. At the line, Morrissey with the keep, but it's offsides. That comes with 13:46 remaining in the third period. Bulls with a couple chances there on the zone entry. Knights get a couple shots on Serpico that were turned aside. Bono in the dot this time. The Knights come away with it. Bocard chipping it in. Bono's second effort, boxing out Bocard. Both players have gone down to the ice. And we get a whistle and presumably a penalty on the play based on the stoppage. It might be both players. We'll just have to wait and see on that. 13:29 remaining in the period. Doesn't appear to actually be any penalty, which maybe they called a hand pass on the ice. Difficult to say. Bocard with the face-off win got a shot off. Put off the wall. Bulls come away with it. Lead pass. Redirected by both Ebel and Eaton. Bulls now on the forecheck. As the puck comes to Bocard, then Kovacs. Bono with the big hit at center, but got the stick up. And he'll be heading to the box. A bit of extracurriculars after the fact. And Bulls now head to the PK. Bono. Was a hit. That was square on, but when you get that stick up, you're going to get called, and this time Bono does. The face-off has been won back by the Knights. They got a shot off that went wide. The call on the ice was for roughing, as Ebel carries it beneath the goal line. Bocard has possession back to Ebel. His shot wouldn't go. Covers nicely, though. D-to-D pass is intercepted by Hauppauge. Play is broken up. Heading the other way. As Ebel, play is broken up. Scanlon trying to get the clear. He couldn't. Fincoon could. Bocard takes back over for the Knights power play. He's entered the zone, cutting to the outside. Looking for the open man. Can't find him. Eventually moves it to Ebel. Might have been looking for him the entire time based on just how he was moving it up the ice. Puck comes back up to the point. Bocard looking across. Ebel. Shot. Turned aside by Serpico. Puck comes free on the opposite wall. And nice play by Fincoon, who chips it to himself off the wall coming in. Couldn't find Hauppauge. Good job on the back check by the Knights to take away the passing lane. Bulls now regain control in the neutral zone. The power play for the Knights has gone awry. Scanlon tries to split the defense. Battling with Haberman down low. There's a call on the play. It's going to go against the Bulls as they touch up. And it'll be presumably against Scanlon. Who appears to have gone for his mouth guard. So that means the penalty clock has been reset to 2 minutes. Joe Bono will be joined by his teammate Logan Scanlon in the dot. We'll give you the official call on ice. So it's 20 seconds at the 5-on-3. And the face-off is won back by the Knights. Call against Scanlon is for roughing as well. As Frank passed towards front. Couldn't connect there. A nice look for Bozeman, but couldn't capitalize. Abrams walking in, fires a shot. That's blocker to side. Puck comes free. The first penalty has expired, but not the second. 5-on-4. Bono has to come out of the box. He hasn't yet. Now he is. Now the Knights have regained possession. Frank looking for the pass cross. Shot is deflected off the back of the netting. Frank's pass threading the needle that time to Bozeman, but it's on his backhand. Shot from the point sails over the net. It's going to be picked up in the neutral zone by DeRosa, who resets. Pass comes to Frank. Who re-enters. Fires a shot off the iron. And appears to have been a bit of an issue on our penalty clock. Apologies for that. It is 50 seconds remaining on the minor penalty. But now, as the Bulls get the clear, the Knights force a turnover, come back into the zone. Hodegman with the toe drag, backhand pass. And Serpico just gets a stick-on shot from in front. They score. They pop the water bottle yet again on the shot from right in front of the crease. Another goal from beneath the hash marks for the Knights, and this defensive breakdown, and it's poked by Serpico. He does a good job on that first one. The second one comes, and Hodingman is able to fire that one past Serpico because there's no one covering him in front of the net. You have guys back. It's just if you can't actually lift the opponent's stick, you're going to give up that shot, and most goalies aren't going to be able to, most if not all goalies aren't really going to be able to bail you out that time. Jacobs has it poked off a stick by Sherwood. Her pass is deflected on net. Murray getting a piece of that thanks to solid technique and positioning. Moylan's pass across intercepted. When you talk to any goalie coach about positioning, it's probably the one thing netminders least look forward to about the positioning. No pun intended, but as that pass is deflected, Jacobs gets a shot. That's stopped by Serpico. And especially in today's game where it's become so much more skilled, and the number of fakes you see players try to use to throw off a defender are apparent. You see more and more off-angle shots because you're trying to get your goalie out of position. Credit to Jackson Murray for holding his pipe nicely there on the redirection. Face-off was won by the Knights. Carney sends it around the wall. Sapugay picks it up. Under pressure from Pascal, who's looking to force a turnover but can't. Gavin Carney comes away with it. Lead pass intended for Emma Sherwood, who races in to tap that one back to Gavin Carney. Nice give and go for the Bulls blue liner, who got a nice zone entry there. The power play goal results in a return to 5-on-5. Nice keep by Sherwood. Puck never crossed the line. Puck is deflected. Shot won't go. Sapugay got a piece of it, and it's deflected again. That one going off the back of the net, and Sherwood does such a good job, or rather, Sherwood does such a good job of getting the shot off there, but Murray does a good job of coming out, taking away the angle. When you come out like that, and you can listen to any goaltending coach or analyst who knows far more than most of us ever will, is the play is tied up, it's delayed offsides. Knights still haven't checked up. We get a whistle. So it's going to be the very least outside the zone. Might end up going all the way down for intentional offsides. Piers Jacobs was unaware there was an offsides call, so it's just going to come outside, but not to harp on the goaltending too much. Just you've seen great positioning from Serpico and Murray as well, where they're doing a good job of coming out, taking away the angle, and doing everything they can to prevent those redirections and prevent those high-skilled players from having room to get the shot off. Knights heading the other way. Mezzasalma had that one just go flying a little far ahead of him. Made a good effort to get there, but it's icing. Face-off has come all the way down. Buscarino, Bono, and Eaton up front against Mezzasalma, Coco, and Argilla. Face-off is won back by Bono, but the puck ends up going to Mezzasalma. Cutting in. Kuhn takes away the angle shot. Goes high and wide. Bono looking for the clear. Can't get it past Haberman, but a second effort with the stick lift leads to a near turnover, but the Bulls still can't get the clear. Kuhn now against Mezzasalma, who's cutting into the slot. Shot right in the breadbasket of Serpico. If you just look at where his pads are there, right at the edge of his crease, coming out, and does a good job preventing that one. And apologies, it seems that we had a bit of an issue with our scoreboard. It should say 9-2. My apologies. Sent around the wall by the Bulls. Shot towards the net. Going wide, some extracurriculars in front of the net. Officials gesture to break it up as the Knights have regained control. Puck is sent around the wall. Coco with it. Looking to reset on the cycle, but that rings around the wall. Mezzasalma trying to hold the line. Second attempt, Kuhn gets it out. He's had a strong game for the Bulls, but his pass intended for Eaton is deflected. It's covered by Murray, and we'll get a stoppage with 6:59 remaining in the period. Defensive zone draw for the Knights. They've scored 7 unanswered goals, just 1 here in the third period as Jack Frank chips that one past Theodorelis. Lead pass intended for Bocard, but it goes right to Serpico. Knights nearly scored from the other side of the ice on Serpico and ends up right under the pad. Got a lot on that pass. Not sure if Mezasama got a piece, but didn't really catch that with the replay. My apologies. But now the puck comes to Frank. Walks in, shot, goes wide. Trying to fire that one stick side high, but didn't have much room to work with on the angle. Bocard resetting to Frank. Both players members of the 14U AAA Royal squad, which has about this Bocard cutting in, shot. And it's stopped by Serpico. A nice move there, trying to pull off the Forsberg. Could not do it that time, but Bocard and Frank, teammates on the Royals AAA squad, that had about 10 All-Stars on it between the junior varsity and freshman levels. Face off, won by the Bulls. Theodorelis forced a turnover, trying to spring Moylan on that pass. Can't. Bocard heading the other way with speed, cutting in. Poked off his stick. Nicely there by Martirano, who ends up throwing a hit that was evaded narrowly by Bocard. Kovacs and Co trying to get a couple shots off in front of the net, and the puck comes back to Theodorelis. He races up ice, across the red line, looking, splits the defender, but that play's broken up. Poked. Puck comes to Jack Ullard. It's deflected. Theodorelis nearly able to deflect that one past Jackson Murray. Then it's sent in off sides, but the Knights have regained possession. They're heading the other way. They have numbers if they hurry. Bulls on the back check. With Belcastro's shot turned aside. Puck is loose. Bulls have come away with it. Jack Ullard resetting in the corner. But the attempted clear won't go. Sent back into the zone. Comes to Belcastro. Angled off the puck nicely. Bulls still battling for possession. Kovacs takes over. Under pressure from Jack Ullard. Knocked off the puck. Bocard takes over. Pass in front. Won't go. Theodorelis racing after it, but can't chip it by to Rosa. Sent back down low. Belcastro picks it up. Ends up getting tied up with Carney and Jack Ullard. Puck is sent around the wall to Rosa against Theodorelis. Resets beneath his own goal line. The Bulls have somewhat collapsed here in their own zone on all these resets. 4 players beneath the hash marks as Belcastro cuts to the slot. Gets tied up, can't get the shot off initially. Second attempt is nearly deflected in by Frank. And now Bulls attempted pass to Moylan, who had slipped behind the defense. Just not enough on it, and an errant change. Knights coming in. DeRosa to Bocard. Shot over the net. Bulls somewhat fortunate to have avoided giving up a goal there after everything got tied up. There's a whistle now. The Bulls, Dominic Martirano without a helmet now. He's got it back now. He doesn't seem too concerned. Might have just came off in the fray. Irregardless, he's back on the bench, not in the box. Nobody for the Knights heading to the box. So play will remain at 5-on-5. Face off. Won by the Bulls initially, but trying to win it forward ends up with the puck coming to Jacobs. Knights have regained the zone. Hodingman and Bozeman trying to get to work on the cycle. Puck comes, puck comes to Ebel off a pass to the point. Came back to Abrams, back to Honigman now. Pass to the slot. Puck is loose. Neither team can gain possession. Bulls eventually have Sherwood sending it up the wall. Ebel picks it up, carries it in, angled off by Morrissey. Carney takes over. Chips that one up, but not out of the zone. It comes back to Ebel. Shot, turned aside. We get a whistle. 3:32 remaining in play. It's Hauppauge versus Honigman in the dot. Honigman gets the better from that time. Abrams chips it in beneath the goal line. And Bozeman takes over after carrying it to the corner. His pass goes awry. Bulls with a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Scanlon gaining the zone. Shot on net, turned aside, rebound comes free. Bulls can't capitalize on the rebound initially. Second attempt, shot ends up glancing wide. Might have been deflected or gone off Murray. Attempted zone exit is successful for Bulls defender going down. Honigman cutting in to his backhand shot. And a stop by Serpico. Bulls have an odd man rush of their own, but end up nearly giving up. Not necessarily clean, well, they end up giving up a somewhat clean breakaway opportunity there. Now, defensive zone draw is controlled by the Knights initially. Puck now leaves the zone. Eaton with speed coming in. One-on-one. Makes his move to slip the puck through legs of Haberman. Can't get it through, and now Pascal heads the other way with Torrey, who now has the puck. Coming in. Shot deflected off the arm of Kuhn. Comes around the opposite side. Knights. Haberman with possession. Looking across. Shot. Goes just wide. Picked up by Brown. Makes a nice move. Looking for the pass in the slot. Can't find it. Haberman scores. Might have actually been poked off the stick of Brown. We'll take a look on the replay. That's the 10th goal of the night for the Knights. And yeah, that ends up getting poked off a stick. Haberman with the quick shot from the slot gives the Knights an 8-goal lead. And Bono and Mika heading to the box. Mika was confused, ended up heading onto the ice. Knights have sent another player on because it's still 5-on-5. Offsetting Miners. Still being put in by Bono. Now Mika heading to the locker room. Bono remains in the box. Coco heads out onto the ice. So whatever the call was, it appears to be a USP call against Mika, a USP call for Miner against Bono, but a 10 for Mika. At least that's what we currently have up on the board, as the faceoff has been won, less than a minute remaining in play. As the Knights re-enter the zone with 47 seconds remaining. Pass across. And another attempt trying to slip it to Brown. Wouldn't go. Knights still have possession of the puck. They're beneath the goal line. Sent around the wall. Torrey picks it up. Fires shot towards net. That's turned aside by the blocker of Serpico. Brown pressuring. Knights can't come away with it. Mezzasalma comes out, forces a turnover, walks in. Shot turned aside by Serpico. Jack Ullard picks it up. Under pressure, puts it into the skates of Warner. Covered by Carney, who sends it the length of the ice. Icing is the call. But that should do it for regulation anyway, as the Kings Park Commack Knights score 8 unanswered goals after the game was tied at 2 apiece on a shorthanded goal by the Bulls in the second. Knights move to 9-3-2. Bulls drop to 3-11. Thank you so much for watching on the Long Island Sports Network, your home for all Suffolk County High School Hockey League action. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to the @LI Sports Network YouTube channel, as well as our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages. We're coming right back with varsity hockey. West Islip Lions versus Longwood Lions at 10:10. But for those of you who are presumably not joining us, have a great night, everyone, and Happy New Year.